AB3 Anime, welcome to the channel. We are doing a quick video about the Anime Expo Reddit. So for those of you who do not know, a good way to get Anime Expo info with times of shows, how many people are in line, roommates, a good way to find a lot of info is the Anime Expo Reddit. So what we're going to do today though is go through this list and actually answer some of the Anime Expo Reddit questions. So let's try to see, what people are trying to figure out. The first question, so I have these sorted by new comments. So these are the newest questions on the site. So if you have a question of your own, please comment down below. I'll try to answer it. And if it's cool enough, I'll actually make a video about it. With the current economic state, how are people able to afford Anime Expo? So let me be honest. I have a video on my channel where I break down how much Anime Expo actually costs, like totally. There is no Premier badge anymore, so you can kind of lower that number just a little bit. But in all honesty, how do people afford Anime Expo? You don't just afford Anime Expo. It is something you have to save for. So if you decide you want to go, you need to give yourself a couple months to prep and get everything ready for Anime Expo, unless you have a decently high paying job. You're looking at somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000 for Anime Expo when you're talking about ticket, flight, hotel, food, things to buy. It's a pretty high number, honestly. But the easiest way to afford it, dude, if you started today, because I keep up with how many days there are to Anime Expo so I can save money myself. If you started today, you put away $10 a day. That would net you $1,500 by the time you got the Anime Expo. And that number doubles every time you add another $10 to it. So you put $20 away every day. That's $3,000. Anime Expo's paid for. So it's an easy strategy to do it. Basically think about it this way. Instead of going to buy McDonald's that day or going out to a movie, you just save that $10-20 and then you can afford it. It's still a high number, so it is definitely something people save for. That's the only thing I can say about that, is people do save to go to Anime Expo. All right, let's see. Next question. Hold on one sec. Okay, we good. Time. Will the con be starting earlier this year? What's the best time to line up? 2 hours before, an hour? Did the venue allow people to line up early? Okay, so time-wise, again, I think I have a short about how to line up for Anime Expo. But hey, if you're talking about timing for Anime Expo, the con doesn't necessarily open earlier, but they changed the exhibit hall hours. So the exhibit hall will now open at 9 a.m. for everybody. It used to be that certain people could get in at 9 and the rest had to wait till 10. Now everybody gets in at 9. They've also stated that Anime Expo now we'll have more entrances in and out of the building, which is also very positive. There's so many people that attend, the line gets so long, it is like, it can take you hours to get inside the building if you show up too late. Now I've heard stories of some people who have showed up 30 minutes ahead of time and instantly got in based on which entrance they used. Cool. I'm not gonna sugarcoat you. If your ass line up at 8:30 thinking you're gonna get directly into the convention center, your ass gonna be waiting for 3 hours to 6 hours to get inside. Don't do that. My rule of thumb for lining up Anime Expo, I line up 2 to 3 hours early, because the biggest thing is if you want to be one of the first people into the dealer's room, you want to line up as early as possible. So if you're trying to get something super exclusive, 3 hours to 4 hours, you'll probably want to be in line 3 to 4 hours ahead of time. Because if there's an exclusive figure you want, there's 1,000 other people that want that same figure. It's going to sell out. So you have to line up a couple hours early. If you were like myself, I don't collect figures. I just want to get in with as little waiting in line as possible. I line up about 2 hours early to make sure I'm not outside for 4 hours. So that's just the way I do it. But I would suggest minimum 2 hours early. An hour, maybe you could get away with that, my friend. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that line, once it's built up, it's built up, and it takes forever to get through. All right, shuttle question. This is my first year staying at a hotel which offers shuttle services. I wonder how often the shuttle runs and how late they continue to run. So my understanding on the Anime Expo shuttles is they run all night. So they're gonna run till 2, 3 in the morning, something like that. They run pretty late. Also, how often? It really depends on the traffic in LA. I've heard that the shuttles run every 30 minutes to each hotel, 30, 40 minutes, but I don't know for sure. There is a place on the Anime Expo website. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. The benefits of being in OBS and having to open a different window for your video. You just gonna not open the window? You just not gonna do it? Thank you, Anime Expo. You going? You going? Are we moving? We're not moving. This is what happens when you're trying to make a video for other people. Anime Expo. It's like, bro, we're here, but we're not gonna work. There we go. Okay, so to get to the show schedule, you go to the Anime Expo website. You just click Anime Expo LA because you need to get into a different category. You have to get to the plan your trip category, which is here. And then they have the transportation category. There will be a shuttle schedule here eventually. Oh, so here we go. So the shuttle hours. The shuttle runs every 20 minutes from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So that's what you're looking at. That's wrong. Oh, okay. So that's day 4. So that's the 4th day, the last day of Anime Expo. So the first 3 days, these dates have not been updated yet. But the first 3 days of the con, it will be 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. So they're running all night. And it's supposed to be every 20 to 60 minutes. The 60 minutes is based on traffic. If there's a traffic jam in LA because they're hitting so many different hotels, that's just what it is. If you're far enough out that you can take an Uber, take an Uber. Sometimes it's a little cheaper that way. It's like $8 to $10 to get around sometimes. I do that. Price increase. Does anyone know if there will be a price increase on the ticket? So this must be on the ticket sale itself. Anime Expo tickets were $150. After taxes and fees, I think it was $180, $179, $180. So that's what you're looking at for an Anime Expo ticket. Favorite character to cosplay. I don't cosplay. I will make Eric make a cosplay video. Not for me. Next question. Rent a booth for Anime Expo and sell rugs, hand topped. Oh, that's cool, dude. Recently got this hobby. I was thinking about selling them. My question would be, people will be interested in bulky rugs. Dude, the artist alley, from my opinion, is filled with so many things. The problem is a lot of the Anime Expo artist alley is filled with the same thing. Same pillowcases, same posters. So if you have something unique that other people don't have, I ain't never seen no rugs in there. That's pretty dope. So good luck, man. As someone who has a business myself, good luck. P.S. If you haven't got your anime merchandise, head on over to ab3anime.net and get you a bag real quick. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, newbie advice. I got my ticket in my hotel. It may be cosplay I did. This is my second time going to Expo, but I'm still a very big noob. What should I pack and how? Ooh, wait. That's a big question. What should I pack and how do I talk to new people without them thinking I'm a weirdo with the goal of making one new friend? So, this question, you wouldn't think is something that a massive convention like this, that people will be nervous to talk to so many people into the same things they are. but that's the case. That's exactly what happens. Quick story, me and Jesus were going around Anime Expo. We were hanging out with a bunch of different people and talking to a bunch of different people. We ran into this kid who was really cool, but he didn't talk to anyone at the convention but us. He was so nervous to talk to anyone else. He wouldn't approach anyone. He wouldn't say hello to anyone. And he was weird. He was actually surprised at the fact that we could just talk to people. The easiest way to meet new people at AX or talk to people at AX is to talk to people at AX. Believe it or not, you're at a convention with 100,000 people. If you go to a My Hero panel, there's like 5,000 people in there. Hear me out. That means that person waited in line to go to the My Hero panel that you waited in line to go to. So you guys have one thing in common, two things in common, off the jump. You both like anime enough to go to Anime Expo, and you both like My Hero enough to sit down and be in a My Hero panel. Which means the easiest way to say hello to that person or talk to that person can simply be, hey, who's your favorite character? Or what's your favorite moment in the show? Are you ready for the new season? Did you like the last season? There is so many ways to open that conversation. Just remember, this convention is filled with 100,000 people who already are into similar things you are. I won't say everyone's into anime who goes to this convention because they're not. Some people are just into cosplay. But you guys all went to this convention. That you can even ask them, yo, how long was the trip for you to get here? Is your hotel like nice as hell too? There's so many ways to just say hello to someone, or even in passing, just a quick, yo, your cosplay's nice. How long did it take you to make it? As simple as that, dude. It's crazy to say, and I wish I wasn't so nonchalant about it, because I know a lot of people have a really hard time with talking to other people or opening up to other people, but it's really that simple. You're already in an environment with people who are into things you're into, and if you're in a panel room, you're into an area with a common goal or something you guys already meet at. You know, you have a point of contact already, that you're both into this one thing. Instead of just being like, oh, we're all at the anime convention. You're both already into this one thing because you're at this panel. So it's a lot easier to talk to that person that's sitting next to you at the panel than it is just walking down the street to someone. But it's easy, man. Find some people to talk to. Say what's up to people. Say what's up to me. I'll be there. Just find me. I'm here. Okay? Message me on Instagram at AB3Anime, or I'm on Reddit at AB3Anime. I'm in the anime Discord I'm not in the anime Discord at AB3Anime. I think I'm in the anime Discord is at the Ninja Way. I can't remember. I think I am at the Ninja Way. I'll put it in one of these comments. So there's a lot of ways to do it, man. Just take your time. No one's gonna think you're weird. We're all weebs, okay? We've already crossed the weird threshold. All right, we're there for anime. We passed the weird line, okay? Just accept that everyone else there is already weird. We're all quirky and weird already. We're here. Dude, I got an entire wall behind me of anime posters. Okay? Like, it's alright. This is the one environment where you're normal. Okay? Be happy. Have fun. Alright, let's see. Family cosplay ideas. If it's that my family and I go to AX this year, I want a cosplay group at least one of the 2 days. Oh, okay. This is really simple. Dude, stick with the basics if you're trying to get a cosplay idea. The biggest animes, of course, are Naruto. You could do Spy X Family, you could do Bleach. All you guys could be captains of Bleach or something. One Piece is a definition of a family. There's so many different groups. So just stick to groups. Even if you wanted to be a villain, I couldn't count how many families go dressed is the Akatsuki at these conventions. Like, that is a normal thing. Way too hype for about AX. What does this say? Because some of you guys write paragraphs on Reddit. It's a lot harder to read what you're talking about. It's going to be a long wait, so I thought it'd be fun to ask you guys what you're excited about regarding AX. Been going to AX since 2018, and this is my 5th year for me. I always like the community and the parties, and AX fills my niche interests that I normally don't see in cons. So yeah, let's hear it. So the things you're most hyped about. All right, so if I had to say, it is, I have a friend who hasn't been to a convention this massive, and AX has their entertainment hall. So AX has the exhibit hall, which is just a bunch of stuff you can buy from different vendors. You have the artist alley, which is just a bunch of stuff you can buy that is handmade by those artists. Then they have their entertainment hall, which is a massive, massive, super big game room. With exclusive games, sometimes things that are still in development and people haven't seen yet, you get to test them out. There's massive area of tabletop games and other things, and I want them to see that because we've gone to a couple other cons where they've had game rooms and they were relatively small. This is going to be, I keep trying to explain it, like the entertainment hall in AX is like as big as some of the conventions totally that we've gone to. So it's massive. AX is super big. Me personally, I'm always interested in anime premieres. There's always some super dope anime premiere at Anime Expo. Inside trade secret, you can actually predict almost 75% of the premieres that happen at Anime Expo if you really want to know how to do it. So let's see. But yeah, anime premieres are what I go for. Bizarre question. What kind of deodorant would you recommend for spandex? I don't know nothing about spandex. I do know you gotta wear deodorant at these conventions, dude. Don't be that person not wearing deodorant. And it happens. There's a lot of con myths out there about things that happen at cons. They don't really happen. Bro, the myth about the deodorant is one that is real. Please wear your deodorant, all right? I know people who I've literally seen go to a convention, not change clothes for 3 days, okay? They wear the same exact cosplay or the same exact clothes 3 days, and they ain't took a shower. Or they'll sit in the game room for 3 days and not leave and only game. Bro, you gotta take a shower. Put some deodorant on, okay? I don't want to be that guy. I'm not trying to body shame people and everything, but just common courtesy, take a shower. All right. And speaking of myths, are AX parties real? Yes. Are the stories about the Westin real? Yes. Do things get super crazy at the Westin rooftop parties? Yes. They get crazy. Just no. That's not a myth. That the Westin is the party hotel. It's not a joke. All right. Booked a pod at LA Pod Life. Is that one of those little all the little dorm pod things? I've seen those, man. They're not for me. It's too small. Not enough space to move around. I couldn't tell you how those work. So unfortunately, that's a question that I can't do. Can I cosplay Shell? Anime Expo's cosplay rules are clearly stated on Anime Expo for what you can wear and what you can't wear. Bro, you can wear what you want. I'm people walk around with pasties at Anime Expo. They're one of the better cosplay community groups where they allow you to cosplay the characters you want as long as you're respectful enough to cover the things you're supposed to cover. If you want to know their cosplay rules, it's definitely on their website. You usually can cosplay whatever you want. And I know people always think you have to cosplay an anime character. You don't. You can cosplay anime, you can cosplay Disney, you can cosplay Marvel, you can cosplay Doctor Who, Supernatural, whatever you want to cosplay, man. Everyone will appreciate your effort into putting that character together, so don't worry about it. Let's see. Did AX become cashless? AX is not cashless, okay? But a lot of booths after the virus started taking more card payments and accepting cash. Hear me out. Inside trade secret. If you pay with card at the booth, you get charged tax. If you pay with cash at the booth, I don't see a tax number show up. That's all I'm gonna say. Is there a chance to book a closed hotel? If you guys watched my YouTube video the other day, the hotel sold up super quick. Now, with that being said, I know last year people were saying that AX released a second batch of room blocks like a month or two later because so many people were trying to attend, and they probably had a lot of cancellations, so they put the room blocks back out to fill them. It looks to be similar circumstances this year, whereas AX used to make it so that by the end of May is when you had to say I was going or I'm not going, and you had to cancel your room before they charge you a fee. Now it's by March. So I'm assuming by the end of March, I think it was like March 29th, you had to cancel. They'll go ahead and allow those people to cancel without a fee. And if you do cancel, I'm assuming they'll be reposting those rooms. So there are chances that you may get a closer hotel. Other than that, check Expedia. You can try to book directly. Understanding booking directly with the hotel. The express for a lot of these hotels is $200 and something. The direct price is like $5 to $7. It's a lot more expensive. It's literally double the cost to book outside the room block. Sometimes triple depending on the hotel. So there is a chance you could book a closer hotel. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you it's going to happen. There is a chance though. Looking for something. How was LA last year? I didn't go last year to AX, but my friend, the homie Ro, you guys always see me talk about, one of my biggest supporters on the channel. She watches all my videos. She was like, it was super packed. AX was super packed last year. So it's a lot harder to move around. So day one is always super packed because everyone's trying to rush and see everything. It's a lot easier to move around day 2 and 3 than it is day 1. Is this even a question? Oh no, this is just a statement. One of our friends actually cosplayed Robin at our last convention. So that's kind of cool to see somebody trying to cosplay Boa. That might be it for right now, guys. Oh, hotel recommendations. Aiming to go 100. So hear me out. There is no AX hotel that's $100. There's not. I'm not going to pretend to lie to you. First of all, let's just skip this question right here. Uber taxi ride from the airport, $45. Just playing on $45. Yeah, it's like $35 to $45. How is the courtyard of a Marriott Live? It is amazing. It's a great hotel. Check my video. I stayed at the residence, which is connected to the courtyard. LA Live. It was really nice. But to answer this question, there's no $100 hotel. I know some people are trying to pay $100 a night to stay with other people. The Anime Expo Discord has their room block sheet open. On the sheet, you can either list your room and list that you're looking for roommates, or that you can actually post yourself that you are trying to become someone's roommate. So you do have that option. Reddit eventually will open up their hotel Reddit part of this, where they'll have a category where you could post, I got this room, this many people, blah, blah, blah. That's an option. Good luck with that, man. Everyone I know that has tried to book a room or tried to share a room with people, it does get complicated. I mean, sometimes it works out just fine, and other times it's just like a pain in the ass to book a room with someone. I'm not gonna pretend. It can be super easy and you can get somebody super cool and super chill, or it can be a bitch and you can get someone who's a dick. That's just how it works. I would recommend not having more than 6 people if you do the whole renting spots in your room. Once you cross that 6 threshold and you get to that 8, 10, 12, the most I've heard is 14. 14 people in a room with 2 beds. And no, they weren't doing any other dirty stuff you think they're doing. It was literally people sleeping on the floor, cosplays everywhere, suitcases everywhere, dirty clothes everywhere. It is crazy. But they did save money. But dude, 14 in a room? Nah, fam. Nah. Hey, I couldn't. That's one of the cases I just stay the fuck home. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. Anyway, man, this has been fun answering a couple of these Reddit questions for Anime Expo for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel, comment down below if you have any other questions, and we'll see you in the next video, man. Shout out to all the yoga gamers out there.